Work has a lot to do with that as well. You know, they take care of the star, and then everybody else is a piece of shit. That's just how it goes down, and you embrace being a piece.
The kids that grew up in the early 2000s will know Tichina Arnold for her groundbreaking role of Rochelle in the popular sitcom Everybody Hates Chris. But if you grew up in the early to late 90s, you'd know Tichina Arnold better with the role of Pamela in the 90s show Martin. Interestingly, Tichina starred in The Martin Show alongside her very close friend, Tisha Campbell, with Tisha playing the role of Gina. Just as they played the role of best friends on the show, so were they in real life. The two of them were inseparable. Tisha and Tichina had been friends since childhood, auditioning for roles to showcase their talents and have a breakthrough in the industry, which they eventually did. They remained as tight buddies for a very long time. But life isn't easy, and sometimes people part ways. Well, these very close friends parting ways isn't the highlight of this video, but instead, Tisha reveals how the life of her best friend turned out to be in reality.
Soul Train Awards already. I got my girl by my side with our favorite 90s joints. Blow tea.
The friendship between Tichina and Tisha is somewhat similar to what can be described as finding one's soulmate in a friendship. And this is one of the reasons Tisha isn't happy about how her friend's life changed drastically. The first terrible wave that hit Tichina was her younger sister Zan Arnold, who was diagnosed with a life-threatening condition called lupus. Lupus is an inflammatory disease caused by the immune system attacking its own tissues. Zan was just 32 years of age when she was diagnosed with the incurable condition. Sadly, Tichina's sister wasn't only battling with lupus. She was also diagnosed with 6 other autoimmune diseases. Zan's condition took a toll on Tichina because she felt her family was partially responsible for allowing the disease to go too far. While you may be wondering why Tichina felt that way about her sister's illness, let's quickly look into that aspect. Tichina revealed that her sister had always complained of several body aches, but she and their mother always treated it like it wasn't a big deal. Tichina talked about how Zan once told her and their mother that she was having cramps, but they told her she was just maturing into being a woman, and she'd get used to it in no time. Oh well, that didn't end well. Zan fainted after her complaint. Still, on the family not paying so much attention to the situation, Zan was treated, and everyone moved on like that didn't just happen. Tichina recounted another incident that happened when she was at the airport with her sister. The actress explained that she was traveling with her sister, and the moment they had to go through the machine for a routine, her sister wasn't right behind her. Tichina explained that when she looked back and asked Zan why she was stuck, Zan told her that she couldn't bend to remove her shoes. Tichina claimed she still didn't read so much meaning to the situation, as she just went back and helped her remove her shoes. Zan also gradually started believing her whole body malfunctioning was due to her paralegal job stress, and not something as terrible as lupus. But on a particular day, she and her family, who had always thought they were from a generation of tough women, realized that they should opt for a medical test. The experience that led them to go a step beyond pain relief pills was when Zan woke up one day and was incapacitated. She couldn't move any of her body parts. After, the family allowed a series of tests to be conducted on Zan. They realized she had the incurable lupus disease. The Arnold family wasn't just going to fold their hands and allow Zan to go through the life-threatening condition all by herself. They stood by her side. Tichina and her other family members created an organization called We Win to create enough awareness for lupus disease. The organization generated funds to help with the research, treatment, and awareness campaigns for the disease. The nonprofit foundation created in 2013 is dedicated to restoring hope, strength, and comfort for the individuals, families, and caregivers of lupus and other autoimmune diseases. Tichina's life still wasn't over with the shadow of sad occurrences. Just when Tichina thought she had found love again after she married Dorico Hines, life came with its challenges yet again. Hines was an assistant coach at St. John's men's basketball and a former Golden State Warriors assistant coach. Tichina got married to him in 2012 in Honolulu, Hawaii. But sadly, the marriage didn't last as long as Tichina had hoped, causing the couple to go their separate ways in 2016. 4 years after celebrating their love. Tichina was previously married to Lamont Brewster. The marriage lasted from 1991 to 1995. So after Tichina's second marriage hit the rock in the same pattern as a 4-year tenure, she vowed not to give marriage a chance anymore. Tichina admitted that she didn't know how to be a single woman again and would be happy if love came again, but she would prefer to bask in love and just date the man. There would be no marriage pact between them. However, 2016 wasn't the best years for Tichina. The actress lost one of her very close friends and former co-star, Thomas McCall Ford. Tichina and Ford both featured on the 90s Martin show and remained great friends until his death. Tichina faced a series of challenges in her life just like any other person, but it felt like the actress couldn't catch a break at one point. After Tichina gave birth to her amazing daughter, she revealed that she never knew she could give birth to her own child by herself. The mother of one revealed in an interview with Joan Rivers that she had battled with endometriosis in the past, which made her believe she would be unable to conceive. Endometriosis is a female disorder that entails a tissue similar to the tissue that lines the uterus and grows outside the uterus in places where it doesn't belong. Tichina had already given up on birthing babies, but surprisingly, she got pregnant with a music producer, Carvin Haggins, whom she had dated from 2002 to 2007. She gave birth to her daughter in 2004 and named her Elijah. Tichina's baby name was quite surprising, as most people couldn't understand it. But Tichina later explained that she had always wanted to name her child Elijah, and that she thought she was going to have a boy. Anyway, the baby came as a girl, and Carvin told Tichina she could just alter the E alphabet to an A alphabet. And there it was, Elijah. Sounds nice though. Elijah has grown up to be an amazing gift from God to Tichina. And when Tichina is asked about her greatest source of happiness or triumph, she doesn't hesitate to say it's her daughter. Elijah is currently trying her hands on music, and her mother can't help but be proud of her work. Tichina claimed that when she knew that was what she was passionate about, she immediately organized a team of professionals to help her find her type of music. So circling back to Tichina and Tisha's friendship. Yeah, we mentioned that the friends drifted apart for a while to live their lives separately. But the interesting part is that they came together and have been in the best interest of each other's company. Tichina and Tisha renewed their friendship after Tisha filed for divorce in 2018. The two friends have always been at each other's side since childhood. So when Tisha fell out with her former husband, Dwayne Martin, Tichina gave her all the support and advice she needed to get through the rough phase of her life. Tisha told People magazine after her divorce was finalized in 2020, "I was married for over 20 years, and out of that, I was blessed with 2 amazing kids. Beyond that, I'm the happiest I've ever been." While Tisha and Dwayne shared joint custody of their younger son, their older son, who was 19 at the time, was free to be wherever he wanted. Neither Tisha nor Dwayne was asked to pay child support to the other. The former couple both agreed to split expenses for their younger son, who was 11 at the time, including the cost of his health care and education. Tisha filed for divorce, telling the court that they had irreconcilable differences. An insider told People magazine, "It's been getting harder and harder for them for the last 2 years, but it just got to the breaking point recently." The source also added, "It's one of those things where they've been talking about it and fighting it out and trying to come to a conscious uncoupling." Another insider told the magazine about the actress's decision to move on with her life after she realized that she couldn't forge forward with the marriage anymore. The insider claimed Tisha did consider conscious uncoupling, and she was going to do that until the kids got a little bit older. But ultimately, she decided to move forward with the divorce from him. After they had reconnected, they never let go of each other's friendship because they knew how rare it was to have. They stood by each other through the bad and good times and have been doing so till now. The pair, who had worked on several projects in the past, didn't have a problem doing the same again after they reconnected. Tichina and Tisha working together was always a great dynamic because they always brought so much fun and energy to the set. But what was expected of these childhood friends who always wished each other the best? Recently, the duo worked on numerous projects together, and they were even accorded the utmost respect as they were both given the honor of hosting the Soul Train Awards 4 times in a row. Yeah, that's a whole lot more than any pair has ever done in the history of hosting the event. The organizers just couldn't get enough of the excitement the audience had from their performance.
On the Soul Train Awards, yeah, we in here, boo. Get 'em on board, we the goats, me and you.
The duo also revealed that they planned to create a talk show that would be called Tisha and Tichina Have Issues. The talk show will focus on best friends, inviting guests, and sharing their life experiences on some topics. While the talk show is yet to be launched, everyone knows it will be a big hit because these two actresses never pass up the opportunity to make people laugh and feel better.
It wasn't me, it was Tichina. I'm a Christian. I didn't want to talk about her breasts at the mukbang.
So what do you think about Tichina's past and how she has handled everything that came her way? Do you think Tisha has played a good part in staying by her friend's side through the adversities? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any celebrity news updates.